Let me talk through number 7 from chapter 4, practice problems. Here is the public goods problem, and I've got here the figure from our core econ textbook looking at just the individual Kim's payoffs. And notice that from a self-interest point of view, this is part A, whether other farmers don't contribute anything at all, 1 contributes, 2 contributes, 3, all the other 3 contribute. Notice that Kim's payoffs, this blue bar, is Kim's payoff if she contributes is always smaller than the payoff if she free rides. So her best play is always to free ride, and so narrowly self-interested, she's going to free ride. Now B, if instead Kim and other parties had altruistic preferences, what would they do? Well, there they care about how the other farmers are doing, and if that's the case, well then naturally their payoffs would include the well-being of the group, and they would be then much more likely to contribute. So in that case, contribute. And then finally, what about a repeated game? And the repeated game, it turns out even if everybody's narrowly rational and self-interested, a repeated game, there's 2 reasons why a repeated game might get large, widespread contribution out of Kim and everybody else. One is that over time, if the game is repeated, societies, communities have a way of punishing non-contributors, whether that's shunning at the supermarket or cutting them off of the irrigation system, whatever. They can figure out how to punish non-contributors. But also, over time in repeated games, we see, even in prisoners' dilemmas, in any one period, somebody might defect or play the non-cooperative strategy, but other players punish them in later periods by not cooperating. And so anybody's current choice, should I cooperate or should I not cooperate? You might gain now by not cooperating, but you're going to be punished in the later versions of the game, later iterations of the game, because your partners in the game or your rivals in the game, depending on the situation, will be uncooperative in the future and you lose in the future. So in repeated games, we see a lot more cooperation than in single shot games. And here the cooperate would be contribute.